Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS5 Sport LED combo pod lights with brackets. Now these 5-inch LED combo pod lights are going to be great for seeing near and far. They're going to give you bright light with reduced glare for improved visibility and safety. Now as you can see, I do have this light connected to my power source already, and what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of these lights. It's the backlight feature, but we'll talk more about that in just a moment. I also have this light installed in the bracket that it comes with, just so you have an idea of what this is going to look like in the bracket. You are going to receive the hardware that you need to install this bracket and light virtually anywhere on your vehicle. And then you're also going to receive the hardware to install the light in the bracket. And what's nice about using the light in the bracket is you're going to have the ability to adjust the angle of the light virtually in any position that's going to be best for you. And then once you have that angle set, you'll just tighten down the hardware on either side, and that will hold that light in the bracket at that angle. Now these brackets are constructed of sturdy aluminum, so they're going to hold up really well for you. You're not going to have to worry about them being exposed constantly to the elements. You're not going to have to worry about corrosion. So they're going to hold up really well for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my studio lights off here and go for a wide view, just so you have a good idea of what this backlight is going to look like. Now this backlight does have the ability to have different colors selected. So I'm going to try to see if I can show you some of the other colors and go through them real quick there. So this is going to be a whole lot easier if you have a switch on this, but I'm just manually touching wires here to get this to work. So the selectable backlight is going to give you 8 different color options. And it's going to be perfect for adding like an extra styling accent or for more visibility when you're not using that main beam. And selecting your color is going to be easy. As you can see there on the photo there, that gives you a better idea of the colors that are available. So all you're going to have to do is just alternate the power on and off with the switch, and you would just source that switch locally. And that will allow you to easily change the color. So you got blue, red, teal, amber, green, purple, yellow, and white. So you've got quite a few color options there to choose from. Now going back to our close-up view here, as you can see, I do have the white backlight on currently. And I'm going to go back out for a wide view and then turn my lights off again and give you a look at that main beam. So firing that up there. I'm just going to turn that off to the side so I'm not blinding you. You can see the difference from the backlight and then that main beam. And then let me go ahead and shine that main beam on the wall behind me, just like that. And you can get a good view of that combo beam pattern. Now that combo pattern is a mix between your driving beam and a flood beam. So this is going to be great for all around use. And this light has a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin. So that cool white color matches most of your factory LED lights. These lights have a raw lumen rating of 4,800 lumen and a measured lumen rating of 3,800 lumen. And then turning my lights back on here, you can still see that bright light even with my bright studio lights on. So hopefully that gives you an idea of just how bright these lights are. Now these lights have a peak beam intensity of 81,600 candela. So again, a peak beam intensity of 81,600 candela. Now you might be wondering what candela ratings are. Well, candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics gives additional information that you can find. So I went ahead and switched my backlight again to a purple color there. Now the power draw on our main beam is going to be 2.75 amps, and on that backlight it's 0.25 amps. And these lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses that aren't real efficient at focusing all the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of that light forward very efficiently. And then instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you could lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're actually going to pick up some efficiency rather than lose it. Now, looking at the back of this light, I wanted to point out that you do have an industry standard integrated Diode style connector here. And so this pigtail with that connector is going to plug securely into place in the back of that light. And then these lights also have 2 breather patches that are going to prevent moisture buildup. And then the heat sinks on the back of the housing are going to do a great job of dissipating the heat quickly to increase the overall longevity of these lights. Now, these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips, and they do feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. So that heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of resisting extreme temperatures, vibration, and corrosion. Now, testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting fact is that Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Let's take a look at some measurements. Looking at the overall width from end to end, we are sitting really close to 5 1/8 inches. That's going to be the same for the height as well. Now, when you add the bracket, that's obviously going to increase the height by a little bit. So looking at the top of the light from the bottom of our bracket, we are sitting right at about 5 1/2 inches tall. Depending on the angle, that measurement could change slightly depending on the angle of the light. And then from the front of the light to the end of our heat sinks, we are sitting pretty close to 2 3/4 inches deep. Now, these lights do draw high current and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, it is important that you use wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Now, we do offer a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics here at etrailer.com. So if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, be sure to take a look at our other offerings from Diode Dynamics. We carry different sizes of lights from them, lights with different features, different power levels, different backlight options. So take a look and I'm confident you'll be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.